So today we're covering like 4 major things in a short time. What is AI? Like we already know. How to work smarter, 10x productivity around what you already do. Then also your AI toolkit, workflows, and also of course the best practices that affect the future of work. So let me start by saying that my favorite movie genre is sci-fi. I've always loved sci-fi movies from when I was a kid. I mean, from Superman to Batman to Iron Man to all kinds of movies. Like those movies just gets to trigger my imagination a lot. So when I see that today, what we used to previously imagine as high tech is now like today's tech. It's just so phenomenal. Like you can literally see what was sort of movies in the past 10 years or 20 years is now becoming what is the reality today. And we can now apply these technologies to the things that we do. And I think I should just also say that what we call AI today is still in its infancy. So if it's as powerful as it is today, just imagine what life will be like in the next 20 years. You know, some days back, I walked into a bank and I was like, see all this bank stuff. In the next 5 years, we'll not have physical people in banks anymore because everything would have literally gone digital. Literally. Sorry. Like everything would have literally gone digital. There will be AIs doing everything that we actually do today. So I like to call myself the knowledge architect. That simply means that I have mastered the way to harness experiences, knowledge, and the things I've learned to be able to create solutions for people and also for organizations. All right. I've seen that over time, everything that I've learned, I've been able to deploy those things to help people to achieve certain key results in their own life. Of course, I've trained with AI, African AI Foundation, Pendo, Dev Career, UK, Tech Hub, all of that. And I was also a product manager for a company in the UK that I think for about a year or two, about 2 years thereabout. And I've moved on to other things right now. I've created a lot of courses for people, and in fact, I've trained people that are based in the UK, in Canada, and all of that. So this is just by way of introduction. I'll probably share a bit more as I go along. But I want us to do an assessment. I always like to do this when I'm training. It's important to just know where you are so that we will know where we're going to. Is that okay? So just scan the QR code on the screen and you would immediately get the link to a form. And once you fill the form, once you fill up the questions, about 20 questions thereabout, it will give you your instant result. And I also built this thing also just using AI, all right? It's just a very simple thing. So before now, we would have said, okay, send me your result. Let me start looking at them one by one. But this actually gives you your result instantly. And I just did that with just some simple prompts. So while you do that, I found a very interesting quote, and I think this quote is very profound. Dan Cole says that, he says, you as a single person have more power today than a 20-person company of the past. The internet gave us the ability to learn anything. Social media gave us the leverage to reach anybody. Today, AI is giving you the ability to create and to automate almost anything. So that simply means that what we can do today with our mobile phones, it would have taken about 20 people doing the same thing. That somebody is writing, somebody is trying to edit the write, somebody is trying to do content. Like literally one person can do what 20 people can do. So that simply means that a 20-person company is actually a 400-person company. Did you get the mathematics I just did now? If one person can do 20 persons work, it means that if we have 10 people on a team, those people are actually 400 people doing that same work. And that means that we can actually build companies faster and get results even much more faster. So I put something here. I said the way to use AI, because I've discovered that literally every day, I'm currently subscribed to maybe about 50 top AI newsletters in the world, like from the top coaches, the top, tech guys in the world. And they literally send me almost about 10 or 20 new tools that have been released literally every day. Every day, a new tool is coming out for design, for video creation, for YouTube, whatever. Things are happening literally every day. So I discovered that this thing was getting me so overwhelmed. I said, Toby, how would you catch up with all of these things being released every day for the workspace, for creativity and all that? So I realized that the way to get the best out of AI is to find a problem in your life, right, that you have and that you feel like, okay, how can I apply AI to this problem? Then now begin to source for the tools that will solve that problem, then you get the best out of it. Now again, the way to get the most out of AI tools that are being released every single day is to find a problem first in your own current life. Maybe it's the way you snore when you sleep. Maybe you eat too much. In fact, all right. And let me just also shock us again that part of the benefit of AI is that you can now build your own applications for your own self without even employing a coder. So I'm just saying that that's the way it works. You have to find a problem within your own space and now define the tools that can build the solutions to that problem, then you get the result. For instance, now in my own business that I run, aside this old tech thing, we built a product, or rather a project management platform that helps to track every of our clients' work and every of our projects per time, and it even assigns people to the particular project. So my first task for you in your notes is just look at your current life, your current 1 day, 2 days, 1 week workflow, whatever that you do as a person, not your work now, just yourself, and say, okay, which particular area or which particular 2 areas do I think I need to solve a particular problem here? All right. So I said you first, then the workplace. So once you are able to deploy it for yourself, you will then know how to put it into your workspace. So when you use AI to solve problems you personally face in your life, then you can easily deploy it in the workplace. That's where you work. So let's do a little bit of imagination. Can you imagine what life was like rather before we had electricity? Let's just do a quick imagination. Just list for me. No. Try to just tell me what life must have felt like when there was no light. So the reason why I put this image here is just so that you would understand my next slide. All right. Okay, let me still pause here. I asked my mom one time, I said, Mom, how did you used to send money back in the day before we had things like transfer, all these fintech that we have now, or ATMs? So they have to go and queue in the bank. Imagine the whole Nigeria, Lagos, people going to going to Polaris, going to GT Bank, just to withdraw 50K. Everybody now queue and feel teller. I'm like, just imagine the stress on the teller's face at the counter. Someone's coming to come and withdraw 5K. You want to go to 2K or whatever. I want to take my urgent 2K or whatever. I'm like, just imagine the stress and the strain of having to go through that every single day. But today we have something that can help us to just make transfer of millions in just in seconds. I can send millions to somebody and doesn't get it at that same time. That's what AI has come to also do for us. All right. So this quote is one of my favorite quotes, and that's why I have it on my shirt. All right. I said AI is what? AI is what? And do what? Get plugged in. All right. So this guy is one of the foremost thinkers in AI in the US. His name is Andrew Ng. I don't know how to pronounce the Ng, but that's how to spell his name. So he said AI is a new electricity. It will influence and change every aspect of human endeavor. So the way you live, the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you love, the way you sleep, the way you eat is changing everything. In fact, people are getting married to robots already, if you don't know. people are actually buying robots that look so human-like. All the best for them. Amen. So everything that human beings can do is what the robots are being programmed to do. So don't be surprised when they'll be able to also have babies. Because if babies can grow in incubators, they can actually develop a technology that can make a robot carry that system, and they will implant whatever into the thing and to bring it. The human mind is limitless in its ability to create. All right. So I often say that AI is like, so God made man in his own image, but man is making AI in his own image. So all that man can do is equipping AI to be able to do those same things. So just know that in every invention, it is destroying certain things and creating new things. So, and that's why I'm not scared about the future, because as long as you as a person is given to personal growth and reinvention, I always say that the way God made human beings, right, we are adaptable. In biology, we're taught something called Mr. Niger DCA, isn't it? Now, the A stands there for adaptability. We can evolve. Because the first humans on Earth, they were actually using stone tools, iron tools, and now we have AI tools. So we have evolved through time, right? So AI is going to influence how you work in Adbond. So Adbond in the next 3 years may not even look like what it is currently. and I love Mr. Gbenga a lot. He's a very innovative, futuristic man. So just tap into his mind. All right. Because of time, I'll just run through this. Right. AI is, of course, is simulation of human intelligence. It's simulating what you can do as a person, especially computer systems, learning, reasoning, self-correction. So the era that we are currently now is the era of generative AI, where we can just generate things based on your imagination. You know, I saw a quote this morning by Albert Einstein. He said that logic can take you from A to Z, but imagination takes you anywhere. So it's all about your imagination. As long as you can imagine, you can create with AI. All right. So there's an AI tool for everything. This is what I believe. There's an AI tool for everything if you are willing to search for it. And there's a website that I use for that. It's called There Is an AI for That. These are a few areas where AI would work, and I would like us to do a sort of a demo and maybe like a classwork in a sense very soon. So these are only a few of AI tools that I just thought to list. It's just for us to see anyway. So for content creation, right? Of course, we have Canva. Now, Canva has moved beyond what you guys know Canva to be. Canva is bloody now, if I can use that word. Canva has become so powerful that they are probably going to take over Adobe completely in terms of the market share. They are really very good. They have lots and lots of tools. Just a couple of days back, they had what they call it. Is it a demo day now? And they were able to unveil lots and lots of new tools that that we can use today. So I'll just run through this, right? So we have Canva, we have Adobe Creative Cloud, we have Lumen 5. This can look casual, but when you just put your mind to it, it just makes a difference. Anyway. All right, so this is Lumen 5, right? Lumen 5 is an AI platform as well too. I've done lots and lots of things with it. So you can create videos, brand kits, lots and lots of stuff you can do with this. You can upload a lot of things. But let me just do this quick one. Just say, for instance, now you have to create a campaign for a new product, maybe for a new land that is coming out, right? So instead of you starting to say, okay, let me first of all go and shoot this one. So this gives you opportunity to turn anything that you have done into different things. So this automatically creates a documentary style video that we can use to promote a product that is coming out, a campaign for a new land or something. You can do lots and lots of things with this, right? So don't be afraid of it taking your job. It won't take your job if you actually learn to use it, and combine it with because honestly, all that we call AI today was human creativity that was put into a system. So that means that at some point there will be a saturation point. Hello? Everything that we call AI was human intelligence that was digitized for us to be able to prompt and get feedback from. So it means that at some point it will be exhausted in a sense. So we are the ones that actually supply AI, or that will continue to feed AI to be more effective if we continue to create intelligent stuff. And that was why I said that our imagination will take us anywhere. Logic will take you from 2 plus 2 gives you 4. That's already fixed. But I can say 2 plus 2 gives me 5 million. That's my imagination, isn't it? All right, so I think we were here. Yeah, so CapCut is also very expensive now, in my opinion. I feel like it's too expensive, like 19,000 naira or so per month. I just feel it's too expensive. So I use Spring. Spring is a tool I use both on my Android and my iPhone. So I use Spring to join the scenes for that video that I just played for you. All right. Spring has a lot of amazing tools as well too, but it's not as advanced as CapCut, but it has literally all the essential tools. So it's free It's free both on Android and iPhone. And there are a few features that if you want to go to the pro version, it's about 2,002 per month. So it's not even expensive. All right. So I use that for all of my videos that I do. Spring is very effective. Of course, Gemini is owned by Google. There's Google AI Studio. That's like the home of Google's best tools. You can use the tools in Google AI Studio to build apps, to do videos, audios. I use the AI audio there to create the audio for my video. I use it to create the voiceover. So when you do voiceovers that are very authentic, you have to still prompt it to sound like a Nigerian. All right, so for research, Power BI is owned by Microsoft. ChatGPT, you can always upload your spreadsheets and analyze it for what you need from there. Now, typically, by biology, we are either left-handed or right-handed. Some people are ambidextrous. They can use their left and right. So just like Toby, that's how it's going to work. That in the field of work or in the future of work, it is people that are ambidextrous who are able to learn very fast. Who are able to implement, like I'm doing now, add one industry idea to another. I mean, being able to combine things together, learn how to use these tools and infuse it into what you already do. That those are people that will thrive in the future of work, as it were. That you have to be ambidextrous. Don't be stuck in, I'm a content creator and that's all that I can do. Or I'm a farmer, I can only use hoe and cutlass. No. That's and again, she was also implying that the speed at which we learn must increase. So in other words, don't be stuck in one skill set. And number two, if you're learning a new skill set, you have to be rapidly picking up the skill set. Use AI to develop a curriculum for yourself. You know that I have a very funny prompt. I get used to learn things. All right, I would say if I'm trying to master a difficult subject like that, maybe physics, for instance, or maybe something like quantum physics, for instance, a very difficult thing like that, I would say, ChatGPT, please, I'm trying to learn this new topic. It's difficult. Explain it to me like I'm 5. Literally. So it breaks down complex things and gives it to me as a 5-year-old would assimilate it. So that means you can learn anything. Once you tell it to, this thing, okay, e.g., I'm trying to learn how to do my accounting better. And it's very difficult. Please explain these concepts to me like I'm 5 and give me a learning schedule for 1 week that I can use to do it. And it tailors it, it customizes intelligence to you. All right? So it gives you a 5-day plan. So on Monday, read this topic and go on YouTube to learn this thing on YouTube. And it searches everything for me and gives it to you, like literally. So the answer like I just gave to you is what? Be ambidextrous. You have to be able to juggle. And you know, if you have seen those people that juggle balls, like 4 balls, you see everything like, like, how can you do that kind of thing? It's focus. They are not, it feels as though they are doing plenty of things, but they're actually doing one thing. Hello? It looks as though they are doing plenty of things. They're carrying like 6 balls, red, blue, green, but they're only doing one. They're only focusing on those 2 hands. They're just like that until they get that thing done. So you want to be that kind of person that is able to, not doing many things, but you are focused on the things that you are doing so well, and you're just being able to juggle things together. So you have to reskill, upskill in what you're doing, right? You have to reskill. Somebody said one time that, you know, that back in the day, time I was growing up, we used to have cars like 504. In 504 now, Peugeot, all those Peugeot, long Peugeot, you know, Datsun, all those funny cars. So if the engineers of those cars are not reskilled to become a Toyota engineer, they will not be able to eat now. Isn't it? Now we have more everywhere. Toyota, every car is Toyota, Toyota Matrix, Toyota Hilux, Toyota Sequoia, and Toyota everywhere. Toyota is everywhere. So it means that an average mechanic should be able to repair a Toyota car. So that means if they were repairing Datsun before, or Peugeot, whatever they were repairing before, they have to now reskill to know where the parts of a Toyota, you know, carburetor. I mean, they have to know how to. They have to reskill to be able to handle a Toyota vehicle, because that's what is more popular today. So you have to reskill to be able to know that AI is the new what? Is the new what? So I have to keep plugging everything I'm doing into it, plug into it, because actually, as I end my slide, actually they are investing billions of dollars. Billions. I mean, every VC now is investing into every AI company that is coming up. They are investing billions. So it means that they are expanding the capacity of AI to be able to influence healthcare. In fact, a time will come when there will be AI doctors, where they will just put you on a table like this and they will perform surgery. The machine will take you out the baby, will perform precise surgeries, even bone marrow transplants, because they have trained it to be able to do that. Right, so you want to be able to plug into that, right? So upskill means that you already know what to do. So now, if a person can repair maybe a Toyota Camry now of 2010, for instance. Now, because they get to improve the tech of these cars every other year, it means that it has to upskill to be able to maybe repair a 2025 version of the same car, isn't it? They have to know, okay, they have changed where this thing is here. They have changed where the, or this car has more sensors than this other car. All right. So you now have to upskill. Like, okay, let me now know where they are putting the sensors of this new version of this particular old car that I know how to repair before. So that's how it also goes across for your departments as well.